What's up, DBs? Coach D Magic here, former D1 defensive back, and let's talk about this play, guys. If you watch the national championship, Jeremiah Smith beats a corner on a fade, and this is the play seen around the world, the play that sealed the game for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, we're going to talk about what the DB did wrong here. I spot three mistakes, but the biggest mistake starts within the first couple yards, okay? So we have to go back to the beginning. I would do this differently, okay? So we have cover zero. So cover zero, for you guys that don't know, there's nobody in the middle of the field. We are by ourselves. We're going to send pressure. Now it's 3rd and 11. He's at 7 yards, right? So he's doing what he's supposed to do. Usually when we line up an off man, 1 yard inside, 7 yards off, we have to protect the inside. And that is why Jeremiah Smith is attacking us so much to the inside here. It's because he knows we have to protect it. Because it's 3rd and 11, what I would do is I would get 8 yards because we have all of this cushion. And again, we're by ourselves. If we get a slant, we can take one restep, plant and drive. If we get a hitch, one restep, plant and drive. And now we just have to make sure we get him on the ground in open field. And it's not many times besides 3rd down where we can kind of guess what the receiver is going to run in terms of short, intermediate to deep. It's 3rd and 11. They're on their own, pretty much 35. He has to at least get to the first down marker, which is 11 yards. So this is a high probability that you're going to get an intermediate, meaning he's going to run 13, 12 yards, bring it back to 11, or he's going to run deep. So based on that, I would give myself an extra yard of cushion knowing that this could potentially be a foot race. And that receiver's first step is going to tell me everything I need to know. If he is exploding off the ball, that head's down, that shoulder's down, and he's hauling off the ball, then I know what I'm dealing with. And again, that extra yard of cushion will help me read that without him getting on my toes too quickly. And now he controls the route if he controls my reaction. Or if he gets on my toes, he's controlling the route. If I'm comfortable with my footwork and I'm ahead of the game, then I'm in control of myself. I'm in control of the route. The first couple steps of the route, it seems like the receiver gets on our toes way too fast. So I would get 8 yards here. It will allow us to not let the receiver get it on our heels too much because we have all this room. We're sending pressure. That ball is going to come out quick. Instead of 7, I would be at 8 to give us that extra cushion. And then if you look, if we play this in real speed, and as we play this in real speed, you see how fast he gets up on our toes here. And we're going to talk about the DB's footwork. Now, I was always taught, and this is what I teach, whenever a receiver is attacking our leverage, I do not weave, and I do not call it a weave. I call it a push weave or a leverage step. A weave to me is a safety footwork. So you tell me, look at the DB's footwork here. At any point, do we ever want our feet to be like this? In my opinion, no. We can't plant, we can't open, we can't do anything. All right. And I challenge any coach who teaches their corners to weave an off man. Do you ever want your feet like this? Again, I would say no. So I think that's a product of not of coaching, but of the speed. He attacks us so fast that we naturally just kind of cross our feet here. And now once it's time to open and redirect, you see how our butt and our weight is already swinging that way. All right. So now when it's time to open, he wants to drive this way. He wants to drive that way. But I think our momentum swung so much to the inside, our weight is still shifted back. So instead of being able to close space this way, he never gets off that logo really. All right. He's never able to close that space. So I was watching this with one of my high school guys and he was like, oh, the mistake they made was he never closed space. And I was like, yeah, that is. But that is the third mistake. But there's a lot that happens that contributes to that. So again, if it's 3rd and 11, it's cover 0. I'm using as much cushion as I can. So he's at 7 yards. It's 3rd and 11. I would be at 8 yards. It would give me that extra space so I won't be as rushed in my footwork. So I would say that's, potentially one mistake. Our footwork here, I don't like this. And again, I challenge any corner to tell me that you can do anything with your footwork like this. I don't believe it. So I'm going to show you what I would do instead. Now, this is Jair Alexander. He is a corner. Now, watch when they do this drill. Okay, you see, when he is going to match the receiver stem, or if he's trying to push to maintain leverage, look at his feet. His feet never cross. Okay, his feet never cross. His feet never cross. So this is quite similar to the route we would have gotten. We would have pushed to maintain inside leverage. Then once the receiver got vertical or stemmed vertical, we would get back in our pedal, and it would be easier for us to break, or easier for us to open our hips. So again, watch the drill. Keeps his feet apart. Keeps his feet apart. Keeps his feet apart as we weave. Keeps his feet apart as we weave. This is the way I was taught. This is the way I suggest you doing it. We have this. We have the difference between the weave and the leverage step in our DB Mastery program. Make sure you go to thedbnetwork.com and let me know what you think about this video. Hope it made sense.